Is there any message you want for any women that might be watching this? Would you like an opportunity to just say something to any women?
Yes, I'd love the opportunity.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. So yeah, for any women that are watching this video, and some of you might be the families that are involved in domestic violence. So you may be a mother or that's basically thinking, why is my daughter caught up in these cycles? How do I help her?
Yeah.
Or you may be a victim experiencing domestic violence, or you may be a woman that's just interested in the topic because you may be able to help your friends if you learn something here. What I'd like to say to you is that there is help out there, and the help out there is really in the strength of our community. So, and what I mean by that is there's a lot of organisations that can be really supportive in these times. You know, organisations like Mission Australia, Lifeline. You know, there's always someone to go to be able to express what you're going for. My suggestion here is to never sit on this information because, you know, sometimes it becomes too late. We sit on this information, we think, oh, look, I'll let them get on with it. I don't want to interfere or those types of things. Yeah. Look, I think, yes, look, there's definitely ways of interfering and ways not of not getting involved. I would suggest that, you know, if you're always coming from the space of support, compassion, that there's some real encouragement here. You know, having a conversation with a son-in-law that's committing or is a perpetrator of domestic violence can be a really positive one if it's set up in the right way.
Yeah.
You know, obviously you don't want to, you know, expose this violence or to trigger this person, but it might be to just let that person look, I understand, I'm aware of what's going on. Do you need my help? You know, can I be of any help? Or can I support you in going to get help? These are the types of things that are useful, because we know that the perpetrator, if they're aware of their behaviours and they're wanting to change, they're going to be caught up in shame and guilt. We know that. And, you know, more oftentimes we don't want to push them over the edge. We don't want to push them over the edge. But you also as well, you want to protect your daughter, your friend, you know, family member, and that's quite, you know, and maybe to let your son-in-law or friend know that, look, I'm going to go to the police, to let them know, that you know, this cannot go on with. You know, this cannot go on. So these are all things that I think would be really, really useful. Another thing is to read up about domestic violence. You know, show some interest in the mechanics behind it. You know, hopefully we'll have this book out by the end of the year, which really gives some understanding around the mechanics and how these patterns, you know, take root, and also as well how we can delete them, because that's the most important. Is to delete this abuser aspect, so that we create loving and intimate environments. We create men that are able to show their emotions, but not to act out on them. That's really what we want. We want peaceful relationships. We want, I guess, foundations within a family that allows safety for children. That's really what we want. So I guess a starting place for women here is to seek help. A woman just recently contacted me and gave me a very different perspective on her experience of DV. She's actually someone that's going through domestic violence. However, she shared with me a very different perspective to what I've heard from victims prior, and this perspective was she fully 100% supports her husband as long as he goes to get help. So he has he's initiated joining a men's behavioural change program. Hopefully it does help him to change and to delete this aspect and help him make more loving and positive choices. But I really liked the way that this lady has seen that she's seen through the behaviours and sees the root of the man as being ultimately loving.
Mm-hmm.
What his experience is when he was growing up, he's experienced a lot of pain, and he's a man that's just acting out of pain, acting out of fear. She understands that. She ultimately understands that, you know, inside all of us really resides this loving person. However, some of the conditions we've experienced create the strategies that we're displaying in life.
Yeah.
So she sees that. And again, I'm not justifying any behaviours here at all. But what I'm saying is sometimes if we employ compassion and understanding, that can really facilitate an opportunity for a man to go and get help, rather than again shutting down and just displaying more and more violence.
Yeah.
Prison isn't the answer. You know, I've worked in the prison environment and worked with young men in that environment, and I've seen, you know, that is definitely, yes, it keeps these men away from society, but, you know, change doesn't come from locking a man away.
Right.
That's my, you know, that's what I believe.
Okay.
So, yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Dean.